Hello everyone, VR Magnifier VR Accessibility Team. I am Cem Kaya.
I'm Murat Karaca.
And I am Bahamert Ersoy. We are excited to share our work on VR accessibility for people with low vision, which was inspired by seeing VR. Our goal is to make virtual reality experiences more accessible and enjoyable for individuals with low vision by developing magnification tools that can be easily implemented in VR applications. Preliminary testing has shown that people with low vision encounter varying difficulties in different aspects of VR experiences. One of the most challenging aspects is menu navigation, especially when the user interface is positioned at a fixed distance that cannot be easily reached. To address these issues, we've developed a tool that uses the OpenXR interface and can be easily integrated into Unity games during development, which uses OpenXR framework. This tool comprises a display screen and a camera that functions as a magnifier, displaying the magnified view on the screen. The screen and camera can be placed in a variety of configurations, which will be demonstrated later in this video. Our tool is designed with user convenience in mind, and it will be displayed later in this video as well. In the next segment, we will demonstrate how this tool works and showcase its various features.
Now, as a legally blind person, I will demonstrate use of this tool.
Hello everyone, now we are in VR. We would like to demonstrate the tool that we have developed. So, as you can probably see, there is a text there, but I can't read it from far away. In this test, and by the way, this is a test environment we developed to test this tool. Oh, I hit something in real life. I can come up close to it and I can read it in this test environment, but there are many cases in which I can't get closer to it. So, in such situations, our tool is very usable. I summoned, as you can see, a screen and it shows what is right in front of my hand, but currently there is no magnification. By the way, to summon it, I had to touch the AB button in my right hand and press the AB button in my left hand. So touching the AB button in my right hand and pressing it in my left hand summons and despawns it. So to zoom in, I have to touch the AB button in my right hand and press and point upwards the joystick in my left hand. By doing this, I can zoom in, and pressing and pointing it downwards, I can zoom out. As you can see, it can magnify quite a bit, so now I can read it. But let's say you don't want to use the magnifier to be on all the time. You can despawn it by pressing those buttons, touching and pressing those buttons. But let's say you want the magnifier. By the way, let me zoom out a bit. You want the magnifier to be in your right hand. We developed a basic menu to manage such things. To summon the menu, you have to touch the AB buttons in both hands for 3 seconds. And as you can see, here is our menu. Let's say you want to move the display to your right hand. By the way, you can move the camera and the display separately. Oops. Okay, now the camera is in my right hand. So by moving my right hand, I can change the camera's position, but the display is still in my left hand. In our preliminary testing, we found out that this way of implementing a magnifier is more useful for some test cases, especially when someone has to read a lot of long text. This is inspired from some electronic magnifiers in real life, which people with low vision use. So there's a stationary display in front of them. In this case, it is attached to their left hand, and they can move the camera separately using their right hand or left hand, or vice versa. It's pretty easy to change it like this. Currently, the display is in my right hand and the camera is in my left hand. So by moving my left hand, I can move the camera, but the display is attached to my right hand. Also, you can move both to your right hand like this. Also, you can move the display and the camera in the middle of your field of view. However, I think it is not currently in the middle of your field of view in the recording, but in virtual reality it is. Also, you can adjust the size of the display as you want. Also, you can use the same controller shortcuts to move, zoom in or zoom out, or hide the magnifier. It's pretty fast to summon and dissummon. I mean, it's pretty intuitive to use once you get used to it. If you have difficulty like to pressing the summon and summon button, you can use the this button in the menu. Also, you can move this menu wherever you want. Currently, I put it into the ceiling. I mean, I can grab it from this region and move it closer, farther, like however I want. I can adjust the zoom level from here as I want. I can adjust the display size. I can make it like this big. Or like this. I mean, I can make it much smaller. I mean, smaller. I can move the magnifier to my right hand, and also these controls work there as well. But I mean, making it too big in your hand is not practical for me. Around this size is okay if it, I mean, for some use cases. I think this is all. I think I showed everything. Did I miss anything, Baha?
No, you did not miss anything. You explained it.
Okay, let me show a small demonstration by going to the next room. This is another room in our test environment. As you can see, there is a UI there, but I can't read it from here. But using this, I can click on main menu button. Main menu. I clicked it. And I mean, without this magnifier, I can't operate this menu, but using this magnifier, I can operate it. By the way, this was totally random, so which button I had to click. There are some other tests, but we will not currently demonstrate them. Thank you for watching.
We developed this tool with ease of usability in mind, and now we demonstrate how it can be used in Unity project that utilizes OpenXR. All developer has to do is import prefab folder, add the magnifier manager to scene, and initialize it. We will demonstrate how this is done now. This is like a normal Unity VR project that uses OpenXR. All we need to do is just taking a prefab folder to add in here. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, then we need to open prefab to add to the scene, and we need to adjust this part from XRing main camera, left hand controller, right hand controller. And when we launch our project, it comes to our scene now. That's it.
We recognize that there is great potential for improvement for accessibility in VR, and as the Magnification VR accessibility team, we would be thrilled to be a part of the effort to make VR more inclusive and accessible.
We would be delighted to hear your feedback. Additionally, we are always looking for potential collaborations. If you are interested in working together in future or plan to use our open source prefab, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Thank you, and we are looking to hear from you.
This project is being carried out with the supervision of Professor Kürşat Çağatay as part of the program for undergraduate research at Sabancı University.